Greenland has become a hotspot because the US, China and Russia are competing with each other all around the world, including in the Arctic. And with climate change melting the ice, it's opening up opportunities for business and military activities in Greenland. But there's more to the story. The people who live in Greenland also want their independence. They want to be in control of their own destiny. Denmark, which is in charge of Greenland right now, wants to keep its power because it makes them important on the global stage and gives them access to the Arctic. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The US has noticed China investing in Greenland, and they're feeling a bit jealous. In fact, there have been rumors that the US might even try to buy Greenland for themselves. China, on the other hand, sees Greenland as a chance to expand its economy and show off its influence in the Arctic. And guess what? The people of Greenland are actually happy about all this attention. They see it as an opportunity to bring in new money and investments, and it could help them build their own independence. So get ready for an incredible ride as we dive into the icy world of Greenland, where the US and China are going head to head. But before moving forward, we would like you to subscribe to the channel. Let's begin by explaining the captivating world of Greenland, a land of immense significance and untapped potential. Situated in North America, Greenland is the largest island globally and forms an autonomous part of the Kingdom of Denmark. Home to a modest population of 56,000 predominantly indigenous Inuit people, Greenland has seen a remarkable journey from Danish colony to self-governance, with aspirations for full independence. While fishing remains a vital economic pillar accounting for 90% of exports, the island's mineral resources have recently captured global attention. With the effects of global warming making resource extraction more feasible, countries are eyeing Greenland's abundant metal deposits, including rare earth elements, uranium, and valuable oil and gas reserves. Beyond its economic prospects, Greenland holds immense strategic value. Its strategic location offers key military advantages, enabling the potential deployment of US and Canadian forces to Europe and monitoring Russia's Arctic military activities. Moreover, as the Arctic ice melts, opening up vital sea routes, Greenland's posts could become crucial hubs for international trade, fostering infrastructure investments and increased naval engagement. However, Greenland treads cautiously in its pursuit of independence. Concerns about economic self-reliance and the potential loss of Danish subsidies, which support welfare programs and other vital initiatives, have influenced their decision to defer a declaration of independence. Now, before explaining what the US and China are doing, let us delve into the Denmark catch. You see, Denmark's hold on Greenland goes beyond politics. It's about prestige and international status. By maintaining sovereignty over Greenland, Denmark secures its position as a key player in the Arctic, boosting its global presence, especially in transatlantic relations. Hosting the US military on the island strengthens ties with America and leads to Danish-American consultations on Arctic matters. However, Denmark doesn't benefit economically, as Greenland controls its resources and Danish grants form a significant portion of Greenland's budget and GDP. To counter the growing interest in Greenland, Denmark is increasing its military presence there. The defense agreement provides funds to enhance Arctic operations focusing on sovereignty, patrolling, search and rescue, and pollution control. Despite being an Arctic power, Denmark prioritizes the Baltic Sea and the Middle East over the region. Retaining control over Greenland involves strategies like increased investments, involving nuke in decision-making, and extending autonomy in foreign policy. Denmark's aim is to mitigate Greenland's independence aspirations by creating closer ties. But Greenland seeks to diversify foreign relations, challenging Danish influence. Greenland believes it can engage directly with countries like the US and China without intermediaries. Balancing these interests poses a significant challenge for the Danish government. Now, while Denmark is doing its utmost to secure its interest, Big Uncle Sam is already on the horizon. The United States has significantly increased its presence in the Arctic region in recent years. They now consider the Arctic as strategically important and vital for national security. Greenland plays a crucial role in their plans due to its military significance, including seaports, airports, and the Thule Air Base, which houses a ballistic missile early warning radar station. The US is concerned about the growing Russian military presence and Chinese influence in the region, prompting them to invest in political and economic cooperation with Greenland. One major concern for the US is China's interest in Greenland, particularly its plans to acquire dual-use infrastructure that could have military implications. The US Department of Defense pressured Denmark to block Chinese investment in Greenland. In response, the US government allocated funds for joint projects in tourism, mining, and education in Greenland. They also reopened the US consulate in Nuuk and signed a comprehensive agreement with Denmark and Greenland covering various areas of cooperation. Although the Biden administration may shift the focus from geopolitics to climate in the Arctic, the US will continue to strengthen its influence in Greenland. Trade and tourism are potential areas for development, and the idea of the US replacing Denmark in relations with Greenland may resurface in the future. The possibility of Greenland declaring independence could lead to an association between the US and Greenland. However, amidst all this, Beijing is locking eyes on this pretty island. China, despite being far from the Arctic, has shown interest in the region through its Arctic policy and the inclusion of the Arctic in the Belt and Road Initiative. While Greenland is not a top priority for China in the Arctic, it could potentially become a part of China's Polar Silk Road. China sees investments in Greenland as a means to gain recognition as an Arctic power and establish itself as a logistics and transport hub in the region. Additionally, China is interested in Greenland for its food security and access to raw materials. However, China faces challenges in expanding its influence in Greenland due to increasing scrutiny and competition with the US. The Arctic states, including Russia, are cautious about allowing other players to have a significant role in the region. Nevertheless, China's advantage lies in its ability to finance long-term projects, which aligns with Greenland's aspirations for independence from Denmark. China's soft power, including scientific cooperation and cultural promotion, also contributes to its engagement with Greenland. If Greenland were to declare independence, it could open up new opportunities for bilateral cooperation between China and Greenland. The China-US great power rivalry in Greenland is going on, but the entire debate would be incomplete without the narrative of the Greenlanders. It is unlikely that Greenland will declare independence shortly. Greenland's leaders recognize that achieving economic independence from Denmark will be a long-term process. The island's political scene has taken a realistic approach to breaking away from Copenhagen. The growing international competition in the Arctic also influences Greenlanders' desire for independence. They understand that as a small nation on a vast territory, they would struggle to build armed forces to secure their territory and economic zone. Maintaining a union with Denmark offers a sense of stability and security for Greenlanders. The colonial past allows Greenland to adopt a confrontational stance in its relations with Denmark, which strengthens its negotiating position. Denmark's political culture, based on compromise, allows for a more partnership-like relationship with Greenland compared to the United States. While Greenlanders are interested in economic cooperation with the US, historical incidents, such as the 1968 B-52 bomber crash and environmental contamination, have created reservations. Similarly, China is viewed both as a potential investor and a significant market for fish and seafood, but concerns exist about the influx of Chinese workers and China's authoritarianism. Greenland aims to leverage the interest of Denmark, the US, and other Arctic players, including China, to extend its autonomy and gain economic benefits. Balancing between these stakeholders rather than pursuing accelerated independence seems to be the most likely scenario for Greenland's future. Greenland plans to open a diplomatic representation in Beijing, intending to utilize China's interest in Greenland as a bargaining chip in discussions with Denmark and the US. So here's the entire love triangle: US, China, and Denmark. While all these developments are going on, the future would further make Greenland a hotbed for great power rivalry. If you like the video, do subscribe to the channel for more updates. We will catch you in the next one. Bye.